Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, folks, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, the host. I'm happy he's the only host in the history of the internet who keeps admitting fully and wholeheartedly that I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I try. I did watch the post game, well, not everything, but about 20 minutes of the post game of 5 Recent Sports. And, I also belong to a big group of people that talk. It's not their Discord. It's our own group, of which Raf is an admin, our editor and thumbnail and content creator for the most part, other than the videos. And so basically, what I have to say about yesterday is that I said it in the video before. Number one thing that I'm not going to do anymore is making predictions. Okay, from now on, I'm expecting us to lose every game. I'm expecting us to be swept. Do I think we can win a game? I think we can, but there are a lot of buts, right? I mean, not even many buts, but essential buts. I said that I would be less sad if we lost by single digits, and honestly, it was supposed to be a 5 to 7 point difference. It ended up being 9 because of the unnecessary free throws that led us nowhere and shouldn't have happened once we're down a certain amount of points. After 7 points, we have 12 seconds. You're not going to score. A triple and a 4-pointer. So, as much as it sucks to see what happened, it also gives us a little bit of hope that we did not just lay out and die. We actually battled, because that second quarter was embarrassing for us defensively. And the Cavaliers just rained those threes, and they had, I think, a 43-point second quarter. That's when the game pretty much ended. If, they didn't have that burst, if they hadn't had that burst, which I think is going to happen, and it's not what you don't expect Ty Jones to go and do the same thing that he did last time. But I do expect a team that has won 64 games in the season to play consistently. And you do expect a team like ours to play less consistently. And that's where I'm going to have to say the good thing, again, is seeing Davion Mitchell kind of spoil, hearing the fans. 5 Reasons Sports mentioned that, but the truth is everyone was asking for Davion Mitchell to start, and they didn't understand. They were asking those questions. And my answer, just like Raf's answer, just like a lot of other people's answers were Davion Mitchell works better coming off the bench. But of course, we're in the playoffs. The bench shrinks, right? And then all of a sudden, you have to have Davion Mitchell start. That's number one adjustment that did work. You can see our first quarter didn't go too badly. But again, we did give up, a pretty solid, 9-point lead, I think, that we had at some point. And then Bam being really terrible throughout the game, and Wiggins continuing to be terrible, right? He wasn't terrible in the play-ins, but he's definitely terrible in the playoffs. Tyler Hero, the player of our team, right? The player of the game for our team was a +1. Everybody else was pretty much in the negative, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to go and look at all the stats right now because I don't expect us to win against the Cavaliers. There's no expectation as to do I want us to win? Yes. Are we taking it home? Are there adjustments that can be made? Again, I don't think it's just the adjustments. Like maybe as Alex Rodriguez, I think is his name. No, I don't know what. Alex Toledo, sorry, from Veterans Sports said, maybe run some more plays for Bam for certain positions. Shot a lot from 3 last night, and a lot of those threes. Well, basically, Bam is not the one that's supposed to be shooting threes, right? Even though he has a good record, he tries a couple of times. If he keeps trying, especially under duress, especially because the clock is running short, especially because their defense has us in their ropes, then basically we're going to lose the game. Ware is continuing to show that he's not mature enough for the playoffs, but with, I think, an improvement there. And unfortunately, certain players, they sometimes either shine or don't shine at all. And that's the case with Duncan Robinson. Now, I'm also happy to have seen Nico, because Nico was indeed one of the reasons we made a deep run into the fourth and got the game in 2 points with, 4 minutes ago, about 5 minutes ago. I know we were 6 with about 6 minutes ago, but 2 points with about 5 minutes ago. And then everything kind of went downhill from there because, yes, there is a point that Spo was supposed to take Nico out earlier. And in that case, put any other player. I don't know what player could have fit in that position for Nico, but you certainly don't have Nico if he's tired, if he's gassed, if he's coming back from an injury, and he doesn't have the same conditioning, right? As they keep saying for Love, conditioning, right? To basically go back and play. But I'm happy that Spo used a deeper rotation. I'm happy that Davion Mitchell started because it means that he's adjusting more quickly. Where and Bam was not something that I imagined that I would see. I think that backcourt does work in a way, right? But that's the interesting part about it, right? I mean, how are we going to retool? Wiggins obviously is a third option on a good team or a second option on a miserable team. And we are the latter right now. I mean, I think we've improved a lot in the past 20 games in comparison to what we were, not just in the beginning of the season, but also immediately after the trade deadline. And also because of Wiggins having missed so many games, which was an issue with Butler, coincidentally and ironically. It's not that Wiggins can't play. He can. It's not that Wiggins can't defend. He can. But there's something wrong there. It's not really working with him, and that really, hurts. I'm happy to have not seen Kyle Anderson play, pretty much. Because it didn't work in the first game, so you kind of might make adjustments for the second. Some of those adjustments are here to stay. I'm pretty sure that we are going to continue to go deeper with Larson and Nico. I think Burks can also be used if you need more threes. He's a guy that has a higher percentage, and sometimes, again, he's cold, sometimes it's not. Just like Nico, he's streaky. Duncan Robinson was always consistent in getting 1 or 2 threes, but he's streaky. He's streaky in getting more points, right? And especially because when we compare their size to ours, there is a competitive advantage now that we have Ware and Bam playing together. But with Ware being a rookie and not being acclimated to the playoffs, it's not looking good. I don't expect us to win. I really don't. I don't expect us to win a single game, not even in Miami. I'm sorry for those who say Heat in 7, Heat in 6. Who knows? Maybe the Heat can do that. Maybe there's something that magically happens that we haven't seen all year. We know who Jimmy Butler was for us. And by the way, concerned about his fall yesterday. We definitely want him to succeed. We're definitely not against us, but he definitely wanted to succeed. He did give us some good years, and unfortunately, he's just a sociopath. It just happens. At least that's how I view it very mildly from my own end. In any case, sad, yes, less sad because we got into single digits because we showed a fight, and because I don't think that we need a complete retooling, but we do need retooling. We do need to add a star, a real star, to play alongside Hero. I don't know what's going on with Bam. Bam has not been well in the playoffs either. It's not like just, it all falls on Ware. No, where is Bam? And especially last game, right? When we had Hero performing extremely well, it didn't have any help. And that, when you don't have answers offensively, that's, you have a second quarter like the one we did, in which we score below average and they score above average because, bad offense leads to turnovers, leads to fast breaks. We know the story. We've seen this happen again. We've seen this happen before. This is smarting exactly like the Bucks series that we had in 2021, 2021. And the Celtics game, we had a very special game 2, right? Can we have a special game 3? Who knows? Saturday, 1 p.m. That's what happens. We're going to see you guys there. Then I'm going to record a video probably earlier in the morning, which is going to be so successful, maybe late on Friday, which is also perfect for people to watch YouTube videos. In any case, stay safe, stay dry. Stay as happy as possible. It's a very complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat.